After a relapse, the hardest part is not always the relapse itself. Sometimes the hardest part is looking at yourself afterward and wondering if your own words mean anything anymore. You said you were done, you meant it, then you crossed the line again. Now your mind wants to turn that moment into an identity. It says you cannot trust yourself. It says every future promise is already suspicious. But self-trust is not rebuilt by making a bigger promise. It is rebuilt by making a smaller one and keeping it. Start with one honest review, not a trial. A trial asks who is guilty. A review asks what happened. What was the hour? What was the mood? What did you tell yourself? What did you need before the urge became the only answer? Write it down if you can. Keep it plain. No insults, no grand speeches. The point is to become easier to understand. When you understand the pattern, you have something to work with. When you only condemn yourself, the pattern stays hidden. The next promise should be small enough that you can keep it today. Not a lifetime vow, not a perfect identity, a tiny promise. I will clean the room for 5 minutes. I will check in before bed. I will move the phone away from the place where I usually slip. I will tell the truth once. A tiny promise may feel too small for the size of your regret, but regret wants drama. Trust wants evidence. Give trust what it can actually use. Self-trust grows faster when the evidence is visible. Mark the check-in. Write the line. Keep the streak, even if the streak is only one honest day. Record the moment where you wanted to hide and chose to return. Essence can hold those receipts for you, not to pressure you, but to remind you. When shame says nothing is changing, evidence can answer quietly. Here is the check-in. Here is the urge you named. Here is the next clean choice you made. Shame may keep talking while you rebuild. Let it talk. You do not have to win an argument with it before taking the next right action. Shame is loud, but it is not wise. It often uses the relapse to convince you to relapse again. So return before you feel ready. Return while you are embarrassed. Return while the evidence is thin. Every clean action after a relapse is a vote for the part of you that still wants to live honestly. One day will not restore everything. It does not need to. Self-trust returns by repetition. A promise made small. A promise kept. A review without cruelty. A return without performance. You are not asking yourself to believe a speech. You are giving yourself something to watch. Trust comes back when your next action tells the truth.